Hey everyone, it's Audra. Hope this finds you doing well. All settled in with your family and friends. Actually, it's kind of a good thing. Sometimes bad things happen and good things become of it. We got to find the positive, right? I'm super excited to share my craft in thing for you this weekend. I did a sketch challenge, and I'm going to show you my layout, and I'll turn my camera here, show you my layout that I finished out and created with it. My cousin and our family and I did a really fun weekend or a night with my cousin playing rock and roll. So this is that finished layout on the sketch challenge. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about all the products that I love to use. Now, some people love to keep it plain and simple, and that's okay. If that plain look is for you and neat and clean, that's awesome. I am a blingy girl. I love to add a little bit extra to my layouts and my designs, meaning I love to embellish them. So I like to do little things like this and add little bling to it. So this is a very cool line from Simple Stories, and I'm going to share that with you. Many of you have asked what paper line this is, so I'll make sure that we get that in. But very, very cute things, just a simple layout. It's one border, didn't have to be fancy. I do enjoy thickers from American Crafts, just the word style. So I'm gonna go through quickly. I'll let you look at this layout, but I'm gonna go through quickly some of my very favorite things. I love glossy accents. Doesn't matter whether it's crackle or it's the plain. I'll show you a couple different things with that. When you do crackle, like my guitar, it looks kind of all crackled and vintage. That's what it does naturally on its own. I did the Liberty Bell like that when I did my monthly kit back in July, and it was just beautiful. A couple other things that crackle or just regular glossy accent does, you can put it in bigger items like that where it just really fills it in. Or you can do small items like this. I did the family, and I just cut out the little lens part, pop dotted it up, and used glossy. So that is a really fabulous way to use glossy accents. You can also take it and just put it in strips, follow your paper pattern. You don't have to fill in the whole item, if you can kind of see. So that is really fun. So there's two kinds of that, crackle and regular glossy. The other things I love is Nuvo. Nuvo is just really fun. It comes in all different colors, and it's got this beautiful little gem on the top too, but it's very similar to Stickles. The difference is Stickles has a very high concentrate of glitter, and Nuvo does not. So the cool thing with Nuvo is that you can do things like this where it doesn't cover up the pattern of the paper, where Stickles, because of that high concentrate, does cover it up. So I am definitely a Nuvo girl. See my arrows? Very fun. And you'll notice on some of the layouts I show you how much I use that. This is really cool too. Again, see how neat? It doesn't cover the pattern of the paper, but the Stickles definitely would. So they each have their own place. My favorite, the one I used on this layout is Gold Coast, but my favorite is Icicles. The other thing I love to use is Stampendous. This one's called Aged Ivory Embossing Enamel. It comes in all different colors. There's a silver, there's a gold, and a white. It's really fun because when it's embossing enamel, then you could do things like this, and you don't have to use any inks. You literally just dump it on and then take your heat gun, heat from underneath, and it just melts it within seconds. So that's really fun to do. I put it on over here on my arrows. Since it was rock and roll, I kind of wanted to do a little bit more with the stars. You can also add it to your trees. This is the copper. Look at how pretty that is. And definitely the obvious one would be snow. And so there is my snow on my snowflake in my tree. This is glossy accents again, so you can make that look like that or fill your cup in. There's so many different ways to use it, and you can kind of see the Nuvo coming in there. And you can see my Nuvo where I go and I outline a lot of things as well. See my flowers? Definitely love to do that. Other favorite thing that I use all the time are my two pens. I only use a Uniball Signo pen, and I love the Micron in the black, but the white pens tend to have troubles. So that's why I like those. But I love to outline, like see my guitar. I love to do those kind of outlines. I did it on my music notes. I love to do it all the way down the borders. Really just really fun. It just adds so much to the border. I love to go around the trees, the leaves, and also see my Nuvo coming around here. Cute little woodland creatures. And if you notice here, I also use pop dots a lot. I use Best Creations because you can use 100% of it, and they're very cost effective, but they're thicker than normal. So if you can kind of tell, that's why I love to use those. Another reason for the pen is you can go around the edge. Sometimes when you have a page and you say it doesn't look done yet, maybe it's just simply using a white pen to do dotted lines or something, you know. You can do polka dots, you can do other things. The other thing I love are jewels. These are my two favorites, one from Stampendous, they're Class Appeal stickers, and the other is Kaiser. I love the long Kaisers because it has adhesive in the middle, so it's just one long strip. You can cut it whatever you want like that, but it's just so quick and easy to put on. They're very cost effective. The colors are fabulous. So those are two of my favorite things. And I do also love to use American Crafts words, but I don't like thickers in letters. I like them in their words. This has become really, really popular. And there's all kinds, but that's what my rad's all about. And if you can tell, look at, I just took my pen and I dotted. And my other favorite thing is to use hemp. I love to wrap it around like my arrows or even my whole paper. It's so fun to just go and take it all the way across the top. It just adds such a nice little feature to it. So back to a page that kind of shows you the thickers that I love. My Nuvo, look at how that blings it up. My white pen, I just went right along my rings. It just adds so much. And then this one shows glossy accents where we put it in wacky and filled in the whole thing. You can also use glossy accents just in little, you know, highlight your paper, your pattern of your paper. And then here's Nuvo showing it off and how cool it just adds to it. This is showing you how to use a white pen, not just around the edges, but follow your border. You can do that with Nuvo. You can do that with the white pen. Here's Nuvo on my stars, and there's those little Class Appeal stickers as well. And then here's back to that embossing enamel and Nuvo. Just makes them look so pretty. And look at my thicker words. Now this one's stickles, so you can kind of tell it's just got a lot more to it. So I'm so happy to share with you. Those are a few of my favorite things. One last thing that I do love is also Nuvo's glitter markers because you can get real detailed with it. And then I use 3 different kinds of inks. I use Tim Holtz's Distress inks, Archivals inks, and Catherine Pooler's just because they're juicy. And I am one that I do use all kinds of colors. So I hope that helps you just a little bit if you're a person like me that likes to just add to your pages and do last minute things to just give it that little edge if you're a blingy girl or you like embellishments. So, hey, I hope you have a great crafting weekend and just get lots of stuff done and enjoy the time with your family.